Hi everyone, here is a new video. I think I made my last video like, when was that? May or April? And this is how far I could get with this project. Engine is dropped in. We managed to do this in the summer, early summer. And yeah, I had a few ups and downs with the project, and that's just a quick update since I didn't upload for a very long time. Originally I fitted a different water radiator, but that just didn't fit because at the time I was trying on this radiator, I didn't have installed the viscose clutch for the fan and timing belt, so that was just a dummy engine. I just dropped it in and measured, and I thought that's all gonna work out, and it just didn't. So once we dropped in the engine, I realized that there is absolutely no room to fit here the radiator, because then I just can't mount a fan behind it. Then I thought, oh, that's fine, then I'm going to install a push fan, electric push fan, right there. It just again didn't fit, and I'm going to explain you why. So one member from Instagram advised me to get this radiator. This one is from off E30. This one is the AC version of E30s, and yeah, so I have that very limited space there, but it still clears. So this one I managed to fit. I think that's all gonna be fine. I tested. I'm not gonna use the original viscose clutch. Instead, I bought another fan, because first I bought a push fan, then I had to buy a pull fan, so I get that one, and that all works out. So that's gonna be another step further down the line. Hopefully in the next week or so. And yeah, why it took that long? So the problem is that I don't do everything on my own, and I also have very limited time to work on this hobby project, and sometimes I need to ask other specialists to do things for me, because I'm not too confident doing that. And that one is the exhaust header. I asked one guy who is actually was my friend. Yeah, so I took this car there. We agreed on everything, time and the cost, and nothing worked out. So initial 3 weeks ended up 5 months, and eventually I just took the car away, and we had a row over this situation. But yeah, in 5 months he managed to finish my headers. I took it away, and he was supposed to do my exhaust, which is 70 mil exhaust. But he didn't finish it in 5 months. He was supposed to do my intercooling tubing. He didn't do that one, header only. And then I brought it home, and I've got a company doing ceramic coating. This one is a bronze color ceramic coating, and so that's done now. And eventually, here is the low mount turbo setup. There we are. I'm not sure I give you some lights how it looks now. So this is it there. I got like 2 mil space from the engine mount, but yeah, that clears too, so it shouldn't be a problem really. And yeah, I connected the water line there at one end, and unfortunately I just don't have the room to show you how that's going to, how it is connected, but yeah, it's connected now. Also, first we wanted to mount a how to say that, wastegate setup, which has internal wastegate setup. So I bought that turbo, and yeah, it just didn't fit. We didn't have the room, so I had to reorder again a turbine housing with external wastegate valve, and that took time, 2 weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, but here we are. Then I ordered a strut bar setup. That didn't fit either, so I had to trim a little bit the ring sitting on the strut tower, and that fits now, works now. We powder coated the strut bar, and then so I had problem with fitting. So this is going to be a cooler setup. So I've got a liquid water cooling charge cooler. That's it. This is the one. And because we saved space having a low mount turbo setup, I got plenty of space left here, so I thought I fit one charge cooler here. This is the one. It fits right there, and then it goes out and here it connects to the other one. Why I decided to do this way instead of intercooler, because in the first video I think I showed I had a normal intercooler. I just couldn't fit it because again, I tried that intercooler when I fitted the dummy engine before paint, and as I said, this whole radiator was inside, and the intercooler was also deeper inside the front. And yeah, when I realized the fan not gonna fit, I have to put radiator out. I was supposed to put intercooler out, which is that thick, and then I wasn't able to fit the front. And then the same member who recommended me this using this radiator told me that he also used the same setup. He managed to fit the intercooler here, but he eventually had to trim the this apron, front apron, and I didn't want that. So then I thought I'm going to change path and try to fit charge coolers, and I think that's going to work out. This is a AC condensator, and I heard this fits right behind it. This is I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough. Maybe later I'm going to try to make a custom made, which is slightly thicker, and this one has a extension cooler, which, so here is the outlet, and here I've got another cooler, water cooler, and then there is a pump, circulating pump, and here is the reservoir, and this is it so far. I'm doing it as fast as I can, but everything takes time, and of course when you customize things, or it's never been done, then you come to surprises, and it always takes time. So other surprise is that here that originally I had 16-inch rims, which I still have them here on this side, and I noticed that when I turn the steering wheel, this one clears, so there is quite a space. I could put my 2 fingers between the tire and the front apron corner, whereas the other side, whatever I did, the tire always hit the corner of the front apron, and I didn't understand why. And then I took the car to alignment, and here are my results, and it shows me that the caster setup on the left side is off almost by 3 degrees, whereas the other side seems okay. It's about the stock setting, and I was thinking this might be the cause of my problem, that eventually the left side wheel is slightly pushed towards the front, and that's why it hits my front apron. And that's down to probably the sport suspension that I fitted, because you have to use your stock knuckle, steering knuckle, and then you have to cut the knuckle where it connects to the struts, and you have to weld on the what's that, strut tube that you get with the suspension system. And I had a little play there, so you know, just half mil play, but it's down. It's like, we talk about like 40 centimeter. Half mil could make, you know, at the end of the strut tower, could make significantly, could be of like 10 mil or so, 15 mil or something. And then yeah, here might be the pivot point, and up there, yeah, so it slightly pushes probably the wheel towards the car, and that's why it doesn't clear. And so that side is okay, and this side is off. And I received this set brand new from factory, and they give you welding instructions, but they give 0 instructions actually how to use these. So they expect you to know just out of the box, you know everything. So after later I realized these are these holes, and then how is that engine that side? So you could rotate that way. So this is what camber, and this is the caster adjustment, but they give you only this room, and it either works out or not. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to modify this, and I'm going to try to put a long curve slot on each side, each hole, and then we can adjust it as much as we want, instead of just having fixed points. There could be just slots. So this is the other issue I have to fix, and then my wheel is going to clear. Obviously not this, because this one is a 17-inch rim, and in the front could be okay, I'm not sure yet, but here in the rear wheels, it's not gonna fit. So at some point, obviously I want to see this car running. I'm going to put back the 16-inch wheels, and later on, when the car runs and drives, then I'm going to swap the rims, because I like this a lot. And yeah, I think E21 guys, there is a debate who likes the 16-inch or 17-inch, and many say that 17-inch rims are just too big and look too dumb. And yeah, I partially understand reasoning, but I found 16-inch was still, I found it too small for the car. 17-inch, yeah, it looks dumb, but it looks dumb only when this outside lip is the same color like the center part of the wheel. Then it looks dumb, but because here is a contrast, it's darker and lighter, it makes the 17-inch a little bit smaller, but it's still bigger than the 16-inch. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like this setup. And what has been done? Oh, I don't remember. So here is my so I got my odometer. I use a E21 digital inputs odometer, and because I have to use digital, because I've got digital outputs, this read relay, which coming out from the differential, and that relay gives you 9 signals, 1 turn, and that's rather standard in all BMWs. And then I had to calibrate. I used the Arduino and some coding that I found online to calibrate this odometer. Otherwise, it would be way off if you use, with different rims and try the size. Then you're just not gonna get the same measurement. And of course, this car originally is a 4-cylinder engine. Many cables I didn't have in order to connect everything, so I had to make it up, wiring, checking, and yeah, now everything is ready to be connected. But my digital clock didn't work, and then I found some guy selling online a digital clock setup, which eventually save you power and battery, and it's much more accurate. They send it from Thailand, and I bought one from him. That's gonna be installed. Probably that's gonna be the next step at some point. And then yeah, this is the heater control panel. Oh, that's another story. I wanted to find something which is not damaged, not cracked, no missing parts. Well, that's rather impossible. Obviously, these 40 years old parts, and I bought like 2 of this, and everyone posts pictures that they sell it, knobs on it online when you want to buy, and when you remove the knobs, then luckily, you just get the surprise that these panels all split and you can't even mount these or screw them up. This has been partially repaired. But yeah, I found a company, a British company, who's actually got EU stock, so no customs fees, and they sell this. This is not 3D printed. This is ABS. This is not 3D printed part. And yeah, I bought this from them. It's 100% original. I think they removed the number. There was some numbering, but regardless, because they sell also with these grills, and it's also important because I bought all of them. They have the tab there, and it's all split. And when you try to set this up, it just tilts down, and it never stays in the same place. Whereas this one is just like brand new, so it remains the same place, same position. I'm going to put the link to the description of this video, but you can find many details, many pictures on my Instagram accounts, so you can follow me there and contact me if you want to check pictures if you like. That's the AC setup. That was also my original plan to install AC, out of pump external AC. That didn't work out because when I installed it, just gave me noise, and it just couldn't suck up always from the fuel tank, because obviously it should be lower than the fuel tank, but I couldn't put it lower than the fuel pump, so it didn't work out. So what I did is, unfortunately, I put the cover on, but what I did is I bought a high flow Valbro fuel pump, and then I drilled a hole on the side, on the lip, outside lip of the fuel tank, and then I managed to just mount that fuel pump inside the fuel, and it worked out really well. I posted pictures on Instagram, and that works really well. So now that's been tested too. Obviously, I tested the fuel system, and that looks okay. And where I am now, I'm going to try to mount this. That would be my water reservoir for this setup. I think that's Renault, but I just couldn't find space. I tried to fit here, there is no room, then I can't close my bonnet, and so I found this. I understand there is E36, you can go down lower there, there is a longer water tank, whatever. I probably going to give a try this one and see how that works. Obviously, I'm going to use a vacuum bleeding tool, so shouldn't stay any air pocket inside the hoses. That should work out. If not, I got other options. I bought say different fuse box, which is much smaller, much more compact, and saves me plenty of space, and I can still mount here the original water tank from BMW M20, this oval shaped one. But we'll see if that works out or not. And yeah, I'm doing right now the cooler tubing. This side is done, and this side is also done. Also, just one little piece left that I have to weld on, just like that, and then idle control valve gonna be connected there. And yeah, so this is it so far. I'm planning to start this engine in 1 or 2 months, because I also asked one of my friends who's been doing programming, and he would be able to help, but he's got health issues now, and I have to wait again. Wait, and then hopefully in 2 months I'm going to start this car and can post some videos of how this turned out, or how it actually runs. So thanks for watching, guys.